All right, hello, Guelph. Mayor Cam Guthrie, and I'm here today with Councillor Downer.
Hello, everyone.
We have a workshop coming up next week. It is on I'm going by memory, I think it's the 18th.
Yep.
And what time does that start at, Kathy? I forget. I think it's 6. Yeah, it's 6 o'clock.
Yep.
Yeah. And it is a council workshop only, but it will be live streamed. And so we want to make sure that you are all aware that you can always follow along live, and you can look at it after if you wish. But you can go to guelph.ca/live, and you can follow along on that workshop there. So, Kathy, you've been around longer than me, and you have good corporate kind of history, city history on planning issues, and that's what this workshop for council is about. Is there some things that kind of popped off the agenda, and I'll attach it in the comments, the link to the agenda so everyone can see it. Is there things within that agenda that kind of popped out to you of importance that people should be aware of?
Yeah, I think what's important that it goes and there's going to be a planning 101 for all of council and for anybody watching it. So it's an opportunity for the public to better understand about land use planning or community planning in our, because it's about almost everything that you see. Like it's the park. It's about how houses are built. It's about built. It's about schools. It's a number of things that encompasses in the land use planning. And the province is the provides the framework, and it provides targets for municipalities where to grow for over 200,000 by 2050. Well, how do we do that?
Yeah.
And most of us just learn about planning when we get an application in our neighborhood, which was, my case many years ago, the community adjustment, and I had to do a lot of catch up on figuring out what's what, and planning's really changed since then. There's a lot more proactive outreach to neighborhoods, but that's still the situation I'm hearing from a lot of people. I've got this application has come in, I've got this mail from the city, what am I going to do? I don't understand. And I think this is an opportunity to help residents and citizens understand the planning process, and the council's role in that, but also their role in providing public input into that process.
Yeah, agreed. I think it's it might be more uh, originally catered and should be catered towards like a council workshop, like a 101, a planning 101 for council members, mayor and council, to try to understand our roles, and that will be discussed. But at the end of the day, this isn't just for council. This is for the entire community to try to understand everything a bit better. Um, and I think I'm looking forward to the discussion because I see in some of the presentation slides and things like that it's going to be talking and touching on some, hot topics like parking and affordable housing, and how does our community energy plan integrate with planning. What can the city do? What can't the city do? And so, those kind of front end questions, normal questions that anybody would have, is good for everybody to be more informed, so that they, as you said, they can be better engaged on the process when these things pop up in their own neighborhood.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, no, it should be a good night because it go over the whole planning process right from the top with the province right down to what it is that we do and the kind of documents that guide the city in their in doing land use planning. And
Yeah,
at
yeah,
some time, somebody's going to find themselves in the city on the other end of that notice that things happening in their neighborhood, and it helps to know how that gets rolled out.
yeah. Especially when, way back when, most growth in the city, or almost all of it, was happening in Greenfield. It wasn't
Yeah.
really, there was no conflict or friction or coming up against established neighborhoods, right? And so now, with a high percentage of all of our planning happening sometimes within the built boundary, as it's called, in established neighborhoods, things like that. That's why it's coming more of an issue for people to try to understand what we're doing here, as we have that obligation as a city and a council to fulfill what the province is is wanting us to try to meet for targets and growth and things. So, anything last that you're looking forward to for that one?
No, I'm looking forward for council to get, better informed about the process and all of us. And there's been some changes in the Planning Act, so I hope we get to touch on those. We're going to hear a bit about the community energy plan, which is really important as well to many people. So, no, I'm looking forward to it from a council perspective. I'm also I want to mention again, there's a great opportunity for the community to get informed about planning in the city and also what their role could be in that as well, because we all play a role in how the future direction of the city and how we grow. And the province dictates, overall policies and planning act. The city has a lot of discretion on how we achieve that goals as well.
Yes. Yeah. All right. So the 18th of we're in January, right? Yes.
Yeah.
What a blur of a year it's been.
Yeah.
The 18th
Sure
of January, 6 o'clock is when the workshop starts live. And again, go to guelph.ca/live. And if people want to get a hold of you, Kathy, what is the best way?
Through email. So Kathy with a C .downer@guelph.ca.
Okay. And of course, you're available on lots of social media too.
Yep. On Twitter or Facebook as well. Thanks.
Yeah. And I think everyone sort of knows how to get a hold of me. But thank you very much for joining. And I look forward to future talks like this on upcoming issues that are important to the city. Thanks, Kathy.
Great. Thanks, Cam. Bye.
Bye-bye.